today's cup of coffee, this is
Redo.
a take two.
Redo.
It is, because it's a matter of still learning the OBS. Daily Mail. This is by Sam Tonkin, March the 15th of 2023. A Roman tomb that was scattered with dead nails and sealed off 2,000 years ago to shield the living from the restless dead has been opened in Turkey. Archaeologists believe the individuals who closed the vault intentionally discarded 41 bent and twisted nails on the ground. They then
weird.
sealed it in a way that signified they feared the person inside would haunt them, with 24 bricks meticulously placed on the still smoldering pyre and a layer of lime plaster on top of that.
I think that was a little overkill. And in the last one, I was like, damn, I think dude got a little paranoid.
It could have been
just a little bit of paranoia.
The end of it.
Just a tad bit of paranoia.
Maybe.
As far as that.
Maybe.
Because I think dude read one too many zombie movies. The fuck, that's too much effort. Too much effort to keep something in.
Maybe not. The individual, an adult male, was cremated and buried in the same place, which researchers said was an unusual practice in Roman times. The unusual grave was found at the archaeological site of whatever this name is that's on the picture. Yeah.
I couldn't pronounce that, so I can't help with that. I'm sorry.
And it's in southwestern Turkey and dates back to 100 to 150 AD.
That's a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
That's a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Look at how rusty those nails are. Imagine, did you know how many tetanus shots you would have to get if you stepped on one of those things?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
And the study's first author, Johann Claes, an archaeologist at Catholic University.
Damn, I thought my name, as I said in the previous thing, I thought my name was bad. I'll just imagine being named Claes.
Well,
is it just more than one type of Claes?
Apparently. And the Catholic University,
he's made out of more
Belgium,
than one type of clay. He's a multi-clay. He's a multi-time epoxy.
Had told Live Science, quote, "The burial was closed off with not one, not two, but three different ways that can be understood as attempts to shield the living from the dead, or the other way around," end quote.
That is too much effort there. Way too much effort.
They had a reason.
They heard one too many stories about the living dead crawling out of graves, and so they're like, "Nah, fam, we ain't taking any risks here."
Although cremation in place, coverings of tiles or plaster, and bent nails are all practices known from Roman-era cemeteries, Mr. Claes said the combination of the three had not been seen before. He added that it suggested a fear of the restless dead. The authors added in their paper, quote, "The cremated human remains were not retrieved but buried in situ, surrounded by a scattering of intentionally bent nails." I don't know, I didn't go look up what situ was.
Situ.
And carefully sealed beneath a raft of tiles and a layer of lime. For each of these practices, textual and archaeological parallels can be found elsewhere in the ancient Mediterranean world, collectively suggesting that magical beliefs were at work, end quote.
I'm pretty sure, I said in the last take, I posed a question. I was like, isn't lime like a conductor? Because I heard somewhere, seriously, lime and water was a conductor for energy.
It could be.
Because it messes with, EMF readers and all that shit. Paranormal activity is, really prominent around, limestone deposits and water shit.
Okay. So is it giving an accurate reading or a false reading?
Could be, a false reading.
Right.
When that shit's around, it can give off a false reading, potentially.
That's interesting. Because it would be picking up, magnetic field or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
All I know is that
electromagnetic fields.
that lime used to be scattered on dead things to prevent the odor.
Well, that's what yeah, but like it's also I'm pretty sure it's also a conductor for energy.
Oh, I'm sure it has many purposes. Seems like somebody, maybe in a water purifier. Do not research
Don't do that.
before you
don't
do
put it
that.
in your don't put that in your water filters. Don't put that in your
don't
Brita.
do that. Don't do that.
We are not responsible for your own stupidity. Do you have a death wish, motherfucker?
After the bleach thing, my God.
Tide Pods. After the bleach? Where were you during the Tide Pods?
I was there telling people not to eat
the millennials and the Z's were eating Tide Pods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes, that's why those of us that are Xers are going, what the hell is wrong with y'all?
Well, you can't even find the original Tide Pods anymore.
Oh, anyhow.
Not the original flavor.
Traditionally, cremations...
I want my orange, green, and whatever the fuck... What colors were they again? There was orange in there somewhere.
I don't know.
I want my original Tide Pods back.
Traditionally, cremations during Roman times involved a funeral pyre followed by the collection of the cremains, which were put in an urn and buried in a grave or placed in a mausoleum. But based on the anatomical positioning of the remaining bones in this place, researchers were able to decipher that this one was performed in place. However, there were still typical funeral items such as a coin, ceramic and glass vessels, the fragments of a woven basket, and remains of food. These suggest the man was loved, the researchers said. They believed that he was likely buried by family members, just in an unconventional way that would have taken days to prepare and carry out.
They loved him so much that they would bury him under 3 feet of concrete.
I don't know, maybe they were afraid of grave robbers or something.
Oh, shit.
But it didn't say that they
didn't want
found
him to crawl out
anything
of there.
important. Well, he couldn't have had anything on body. He was cremated.
Exactly.
So that's weird.
Yeah.
And it says, for example, it could have been that a form of magic ritual that was impromptu response to perceived unnatural disease or death.
Unnatural disease or death?
I don't know. Maybe they thought he had been witched. And maybe that's why they buried him like that.
Well, it's too late for him then. He did.
Well, maybe this Freddy is going to spray it out.
Tie him up in a sheet and some rope. There you go. He ain't going to get out of that.
The authors added, quote,
He ain't going to get out of that.
the combination of nails and bricks.
Have you seen a skeleton try to crawl out of that? I haven't.
No, not lately.
Because they can't.
The combination of nails and bricks designed to restrain the dead with the sealing effect of the lime strongly implies a fear of the restless dead, regardless of whether the cause of death was traumatic, mysterious, or potentially the result of a contagious illness or punishment. It appears to have left the dead intent on retaliation and the living fearful of the deceased's return, end quote.
The deceased returning.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was a zombie thing.
Nah,
afraid it was going to spread it.
Nah. His ashes are going to come up and puff themselves in your face. That's what they're going to do.
Possibly.
He's going to be a fucking dust cloud. That's what he is. Return the slab.
Anyhow, this place in Turkey, which was occupied from the 5th century BC to the 13th century AD, has a number of examples of Roman-era architecture, including a theater and bath complex. When it was abandoned...
I think of that like Japanese style bathhouse.
Well, there's different cultures that have had that over the years. It's not like every house had a bathroom.
Like the very formal, very...
Right.
Very
well, and it was a meeting
regal
place for people.
Yeah.
I think in the Japanese bathhouses that a lot of business deals and stuff like that are still done.
Yeah.
So...
Yakuza.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that they met in the bathhouses, to see whether somebody was part of the Yakuza. Yeah. When it was abandoned, the city was
You got
overrun
those
with
Yakuza tattoos.
no, with vegetation, which in turn preserved it over several centuries. The new study has been published in the Journal of Antiquity, and the link to the article will be in the description box. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And we had discussed whether or not the nails were iron, because iron can be used against supernatural forces. So,
People step on one of those nails, you get tetanus shots. That's what happens.
oh yeah, they rusty. They rusty.
They rusty.
So, and we were also asking people.
The ghost that ain't gonna do nothing to no ghost.
No. But we're trying new setups since my camera kind of went out on the fritz.
I'm over in my usual seat
Kid
now.
has his own microphone.
Yes.
I have a slight delay in my headphones,
It should
so I
be
sound
fixed.
like I'm drunk.
It should be fixed.
I hope so.
Slightly fixed.
Well, no, there's
But
still a delay.
But since I got my own mic, I got free range over my mic, so it's like,
God.
hi, welcome to my ASMR channel.
He's doing stuff over there. And he's far enough away now where I can't swat him. I mean, as far as popping him one day. You can't even
You can't
say
do shit now. You can't get me now.
use
I'm over
words
here.
that I grew up with.
You can't get me now. I'm over here.
Can you still say fly swat?
Yeah. Fly swatter.
I always called it a fly smacker.
I mean, fly smacker. Fly swatter, fly smacker.
But anyhow, this is
Swatty
really cool.
thing.
Yeah, a swatty thing. I don't know. They
fly
might
swatter.
expect
That's what they're
fans
called.
to come to your house if you use that
Fly
word.
swat.
It's disturbing.
Now,
But
if
let
you're
us
one of
know-
those people that pronounce it swat, I will smack you in the face.
That's not sweat has an e in it.
I said swat.
Oh, swat. What?
Yeah, fly swatter.
Oh God, I don't.
If you're one of those people that pronounce it that way.
Let us know what you think about the new setup with the OBS and different things like that, or if you want us to try to go back where we use the candle and the little backdrop. I really liked that little shotgun mic, and have tried to find another one like it that's USB, and I could.
I mean, the snowball is better than it.
I don't know.
You just need it up to your face a little bit.
Well, it's since I was able to adjust the levels. We'll see how this does.
You just need it on a stand and up so that it can like adjust up to your face.
I've got it adjusted
on a
my
box.
face. It works.
About 3 feet away from your face.
Oh, that's not. Trust me, it's good. It's good. I'm trying to figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We just need to get one of those adapters, because those adapters for the snowballs, those are not readily available
It's
for some reason, because people...
putting that on the box works fine.
What? People want to put those things on those, like, arms, too, so, like, why not?
Why?
Because they...
If we
That-
got audio this time, I'm happy. That's all that matters. We just trying to muddle along.
If you have it on one of those arms things, those things are fun. Those things are really
That's
fun.
what it is. You want another toy. You don't give a damn about the audio.
Nah, you get to use the arm.
Anyhow, if you had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, give us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
How
Email
deep do you
address-
bury your dead? And wonder what?
What?
How deep do you bury your dead and wonder what?
Yeah.
How many layers of concrete do you use?
Yeah, if you're aware of other funerary customs where they do interesting things like the bent nails.
What about the compost?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about the composting of the dead. We actually
Yeah.
reported on that some time back.
You did, but it came up in my feed again recently, and I'm like, because I saw it, and it wasn't like them just composting them in the land, and like what they described, like what we described in our thing.
Right.
Nah,
But
it's
that's what they were
completely
using.
different.
Well,
They
it's
just put
like,
them in a box. They wait like a long ass while till it's like all composted down. Then they put them in like an actual smaller box.
Right.
And so you get to keep that box and
Plant
use it in
petunias
like,
in Meemaw.
yeah, you plant your petunias. You use it in your own garden.
I don't know. Of course, that's better than some of the other proposals.
Yeah.
I don't. People's do what they do.
Donate my body to science. Have it blown up by a rocket. I don't care. I'm dead at that point.
I think there were some that did that. That they were
Strap it up
cremated.
to a rocket. Make
No,
it
they were-
Mythbusters Part 2,
I'm
except
trying
with
to
real
remember
bodies.
who it was. That they were cremated and some of their ashes were sent into space, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'm talking about actual physical body, not like ashes. Strap my
That's
corpse,
if you
corpse
donate
to
your
a
body.
rocket.
That's if you donate your body.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but hey,
I'd be
it's a
flopping like
learning
a rag
experience.
doll.
So, link to the article will be in the description box, as will the email address. We've had some great comments lately. Got some
Yes.
people that don't normally comment. Really enjoyed them. This is audience participation.
Since most of the time I use mobile shit, because I don't got my computer's on the fritz, and I have yet to plug it up again. I haven't plugged it up in I don't know how many months, so I've not been able to check comments on anything.
Right. Well, I watch a lot of things on Roku.
Except for like when you show me the
Right.
comments, because like for me it's frustrating trying to check comments on
Sure.
Roku and all that shit.
I can understand that. But I watch a lot of things on Roku, and it's hard to, you can't comment on a lot of it.
You can't
Some of it
comment
you
on
can't
Roku.
even like it.
Yeah, you can at least like videos with the Roku, but you can't comment on shit. You got to use the YouTube app, and I
Right.
don't like to do that either.
I don't think you can thumbs up on Rumble. Oh, we are on
the app on the
Rumble
phone.
now, by the way.
Yeah, she's on Rumble. We're on Rumble finally, so
I don't know why there's two Rumble accounts. I'm confused. One of them's Warlanda, and then the other one's just Warlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream.
yeah.
Like I said, I'm trying to figure all of it out.
Yeah, I'm confused by that. I don't know anything about
I don't
Rumble.
know
I don't
either.
go on Rumble.
Rumble's got some. It's the place where others have been yeeted. So,
I'm dying.
He's over there vaping. That's what happens. So,
It's because I got a cat on me, and one of
well, that too.
his fur got in my face.
Okay. Do your spiel.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good.
Know that your love. Is that it?
Yeah.
Lord will. We'll see you on the next cup.
Yes.
Bye.